So I want to talk to you about Zukul Gold. So you can go and register at zukul.gold, okay? Not zukul.com, because that's our different website. Zukul.gold. It's an actual domain name, okay? Now, the products that we're going to be doing on Zukul Gold, as you can see there on the screen, you're going to have access to gold and silver. You're also going to have access to gold coins and silver coins. But what I want to talk to you about today is the compensation plan, and it all starts with you and $40. Okay, so sorry, 40 euros. This program that we're doing, Zukul Gold, is all done in euros. Okay, so it's 40 euros for you to get started, and that 40 euros puts you in your first coin. Okay, now what you're going to need around the coin, as you can see, there's these three positions around the out in the Zukul. See the Zukul logo in the middle, and you've got these three positions. Those positions need to be filled with either people that you're going to bring into the business or directs that you can buy directly off us here at Zukul Gold, because you will have access to buy your directs. So you're going to need to fill this first inner circle, if you like, and then once you fill the inner circle, you're then going to need to fill the outer circle. But what we're hoping is obviously that, you know, Mr. 1, Mr. 2 and Mrs. 3, they go out and do exactly what you've done, and they either purchase their downline or they actually go out and bring they promote their own link, because we're going to have the ability for you to do both things. Okay, you're going to be able to buy your directs, and that when you're buying your directs, you're going to need to promote the one link, and then we've got a system that we're going to tell you about in future hangouts of how this is all going to work. But I just want to talk to you about the compensation plan on the coins. Now, when you've completed your first coin, there's a few things that happen. Okay, you're automatically repurchase a new coin. Your new coin will be completely empty. Okay, just you in the middle of it. But you also are entered into the next coin. So you're entered into you know, purchasing the next product, if you like. Okay, but you also get a reward as well. So I just want to go through the rewards that you get here. So these are the coins. Okay, the first 3 coins. We're looking at the first 3 coins. In total, there's 7. There's a 40 euro coin, a 40 euro. 40 euros is a one-off payment. You don't have to pay it every month. You don't have to pay it every 6 months or every 4 months. You pay this one time and one time only. Then you've got the 150 euro coin. And then after that, you've got the 580 euro coin. So I'm going to walk you through these 3 coins. Now, remember that with these 3 coins, the first one, the 40 euros, the one that you go in, you need to qualify yourself by having 3 people in your first inner circle. Okay, and then what they need to do is they need to qualify themselves and have 3 people in their inner circle, but they're part of your coin. So hopefully I'm not confusing you here. Now, let's look at the 40 euro coin, the very first coin. When it's completed, and that means that you've filled up. So if I go back a couple of slides, let's just go back here. You see when this coin is completed, you've got 3 here and then 9 around the outside, giving you a total of 12. Okay, so when that's got 12 people inside there, that means it's complete, and that gives a return to you of $252. Euros. It's so hard to get when you're talking in dollars all the time, and then we're switching to euros. So it gives you a return of 252 euros, and you only paid in 40 euros. Okay, now what happens with that 252 euros? You buy back in, the system automatically buys you back in the coin that you've just completed. So you've completed a 40 euro coin and you're bought back into that coin. So the process starts all over again. Okay, now you also purchase a position in a new coin. Okay, you purchase a position in the center of a new coin, which is the 150 euro coin. That leaves you a total out of the 252, leaves you a total of 62 euros. That is added to your gold chest. I'm calling it your gold chest, the gold bank, or in your back office of the back office of your gold program. Okay, so you get this in it. Now, remember, you must remember this. You've only paid 40 euros out of pocket. Okay, you're only 40 euros out of pocket. So now you've got the 62 euros. Obviously, you're in credit there, but you've also been bought. You've repurchased automatically back into the same coin. So you've obviously gained that as well. And the 150 euros of putting you into the next coin. So at this point, when you're in a 150 euro coin, you're in two coins now, the 40 euro and the 150. Now, when the 150 completes, that again needs the 3 people around the inner circle, 9 people around the outer circle, giving you a complete coin. Now, remember as well, your downline will follow you from coin to coin. Okay, so once you fill up your first coin, once they fill up their coins, they follow you into your second coin. Now, when your second coin, which is the 150 euro coin, when that completes, gives you a return of 940 euros. Now, how are you spending that? Well, 150 euros again puts you back in the 150 coin. So you're still in the two coins, the 40 euro coin and the 150. It pays 580 euros into the next coin. So you'll be in 3 coins. It puts 580, purchases you into the next coin, leaving you 210 euros. So now your gold pot is gone up by 272 euros. Okay. And again, what you must remember, again, you still have only paid 40 euros. You're only out of pocket physical money, 40 euros. Okay. Now, in the $580 euro coin, when this completes, this gives you a return of 3,580 euros. Okay. Now, what happens again once the coin is complete? So it has the 3 people in the inner circle, 9 people on the outer circle. So that's 12 people. It repurchases you a new coin, a new 580 coin. So that now means that you're in the 40 euro coin, you're in the 150 euro coin, and you're in the 580 coin. Okay, so you're in 3 coins now, and all of these coins can keep growing and growing, because as you move through, your downline follow you, but their downlines, as they start to you get pushed through organically as people bring people into the business, or they buy their directs in the lower coins. Okay. Now, again, out of the 3,580, you're going to the system automatically purchases you into the next coin, which is a 2,200 euro coin. Okay, and it puts you into that new coin, leaves you with 800. Now, your gold bank, your tea chest or your gold chest, whatever you want to call it, you've now got 1,072 euros sitting in there. And again, remember, you've only paid 40 euros out of pocket. Okay, 40 euros out of pocket. Now, I want you to do the numbers here. I want you to do the numbers. I'm not going to tell you the numbers, but you're starting off in the coin, the very first coin. You need 3 people to qualify you. And then once you've got your outer circle completed as well, so that's 3 plus the 9 is 12, moves you automatically. Do the numbers to see how many people you need, and I think you're going to be blown away with it. Now, there's 3 more coins. Well, there's 4 more coins actually, because there's 7 coins in total. That's the 2,200 coin, the 9,500 coin, the 40,000 coin, and then the big 171,000 coin. Now, remember, as you move through all of these coins, you still are only out of pocket 40 euros. And when you get to that last coin, your gold bank now is built up to $1 million. Okay, you're in the millionaires club, basically. Now, I don't know about you, but all we want you to do is to take action. Come and get on the early bird list for Zukul.gold. To me, it's a no-brainer. If you can't see the power in this, I'm sorry, you've got to be what I call a complete and utter donkey. You really have, because this is definitely a no-brainer for anybody to see the power of what that's got. Now, you're going to get access to both gold and silver. And as I'm going to tell you all about that chest. Okay, I'm going to, as we go forward each Friday now, up until we launch, and we'll be letting you know when the launch date's going to be. But as we go forward, I'm going to be breaking down the compensation plan. Next Friday, I'm going to go on those back end of coins, those 4 coins towards the end. Or in actual fact, I'm going to go to the next 3 coins, and we're going to leave the millionaire coin for another day. But I'm also going to tell you how you can actually liquidate your cash, your gold and your silver. If you need to, you can liquidate it into cash, and you can also liquidate it into Bitcoins. And you can also pay into this system with Bitcoins, okay? You can use practically any currency. You can use dollars to get into this system. You can use yen to get in this system. You can use any currency that you wish on the planet. Zukul's going to be able to handle your currencies. And as I say, you can even use, you know, the cryptocurrencies, okay? So it's a very, very powerful system. But what you need to do is you're going to need to save yourself, get yourself ready. You need 40 euros to be into this, okay? And if you want to buy your downline, each of your downline, one person is going to cost you $50, okay? $50. Now, we will be, if you was with Zukul before, when we went into Carrot Bars, we're no longer with Carrot Bars, okay? We're not with Carrot Bars, but I will be telling you how we're going to handle for those people that bought GSUs for Carrot Bars. We'll be telling you that as we go forward. And as I said on a live Facebook hangout, broadcast that I did from a camera shop that we was in, everything that you buy from us, we don't forget. You don't have to keep sending, oh, what about this? Question mark. We remember everything, okay? We remember everything, and everything we do, we're putting in place to improve ourselves and improve the company. And, you know, one thing, as I always say, and I've said it many times on this hangout, I'm a great admirer of Edison, the guy who invented the light bulb. And when he was, you know, he failed thousands of times. And there was a time when he'd failed 1,000 times. And a reporter asked him and said, what does it feel like to fail 1,000 times? And he looked that reporter in the eye and said, you've got to be crazy. I haven't failed 1,000 times. I've found 1,000 ways that won't work. That's the attitude you've got to have when you're in business. And I think that's such an inspiration, this guy, that see his failures as success, because he said, I found the ways that didn't work. We're doing something completely different here at Zukul, and that is that we're working as a team, we're working as a family. And of course, when we go into the gold, you can either be part of the family or you can do your own link, okay? You always have a choice. Nobody's forcing you to do anything.